The woman was standing on the deck, admiring the view, when someone suddenly shoved her hard from behind, sending her straight over the edge and into the pool below. But the attacker wasn't done with her yet. He quickly sealed the pool's retractable roof, intending to drown her inside. The weight of her coat dragged her down, preventing her from surfacing. She struggled desperately to pull it off, but it was too late. The pool was now completely sealed. That's when she noticed the pool was part of a guest room's balcony. She pounded on the glass, trying to get the attention of anyone inside. The woman lying on the sofa spotted her first.
Oh my God! What's the matter?
Luckily, they found her in time, and Laura was rescued. But this wasn't the first strange thing that had happened to her. Ever since boarding this luxury yacht, bizarre events had been unfolding one after another. Laura was a star reporter for a newspaper. One day, she received an unexpected invitation. Anne, the heiress of a Norwegian shipping company, was in the late stages of leukemia. Her husband was establishing a charity foundation in her name and had invited members of the board to a fundraising dinner aboard the yacht on their way to Norway. They hoped Laura would attend to help generate publicity for the cause. Coincidentally, Laura had been researching human nature for her next feature story, so this seemed like the perfect opportunity. The next day, she took a tender boat and soon arrived at the extravagant super yacht. Upon boarding, the butler asked her to remove her shoes and put on the slippers they'd prepared. Champagne was served, and every detail was polished to perfection. The guests were all elite members of high society, which made Laura feel slightly out of place, but everyone was polite, and even the hostess Anne greeted her warmly. Then, to her surprise, she ran into her old rival Morgan, who turned out to be the invited photographer for the event. His presence made Laura feel a little more at ease. That evening, dressed elegantly for the dinner, Laura headed down the corridor, only to run into Morgan chatting up another woman while showing off his work. Not wanting to face the awkward scene, Laura panicked and ducked into the nearest room. Room 10. A blonde woman, fresh from the shower, stepped out and looked at her in shock. Without a word, she put on her hat and went back into the bathroom. Realizing her intrusion, Laura quickly apologized and hurried out. Little did she know, that brief encounter would mark the beginning of a nightmare.